my gameplay. Okay, I am sending my audio and my gameplay to YouTube right now. Okay, so let's go to YouTube real quick. Okay, so look at it's right here now. This gameplay is right here. This is around a 3 to 4 second delay. It's super quick. Wait for it to pull up and I'll show you. See right now? Watch. Click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 seconds. It changes from time to time. Watch this. We're gonna look at I'm sending this to YouTube, right? So right now my gameplay is being posted to youtube.com/watchtv=GGY7QQRQ28. That's where my gameplay is being sent right now, okay? Which is just a website because it's live. A live station doesn't have its own set station unless it's Twitch. So since it's just a random YouTube link PlayStation sending to, I have to go grab this link because it's going to change, okay? So I copy this link. See this link? I'm copying it, okay? Now I don't need it anymore because I have that link. We're going to go to here. Okay, browser sources. Now you see this link? We're switching it to the one that we just got. Now watch what happens. Now it's loading in that YouTube channel that we were just at. Saw what I did? Yeah. So now watch. So watch. 1. Granny needs you. Does that sound fun? Alright, so watch. Now it's in the PlayStation, so watch how quick it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 7.5. Okay, now watch this. So now I'm here, right? Which is its own individual thing, right? That you learned how. So I can move that wherever I want, but I have it there. There's a black box under that, and then a teal box, and then I put my logo there. So my face cam is made of 1, 2, 3, 4 images to make that one single face cam. Does that make sense? You got that? And then there's this overlay put on, and then the feeds in here. But obviously, I have that typed in manually. It's right here. I can change that number. Just change it. Let me get 10. Now it says 10. When someone follows me, watch. When someone follows me while I'm live, it will notify me here. Okay, while I'm live. So I have my chat pulled up, right? And when someone follows, like right here, yeah, Xavier X has followed. And when I see that pop up on my screen, I say, oh, thank you, for following, whatever. And what I do is I'll come over here and I grab his name and I copy it, which is, look at Control C at the same time will copy whatever you highlighted. See those letters that are in the box? It's now copied into my mouse and keyboard. Okay, the mouse and keyboard has those letters. Okay, it's now holding it for me. So I go back over here to my editor, I click on my follower feed, which is that one, right? And then what I can do is I click and I hit Control V, which is paste. Okay, it's right next to copy. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Control V will put his name there because I copied it from the other screen. Does that make sense? Okay. Now it put it there and I hit done. If I need to move it around, I can click it back and forth and make it centered.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it over here. That would just look weird. Right? See how it's like looks off? So you just unclick it. Oops, helps click it, right? I use that line, see the line that comes up it? I just put that line in the middle of the last follower feed and I know it's perfect. Relock it. And there it goes. Boom, it's in the middle. Okay? But there's one issue. If I'm talking and my PlayStation feed is on this screen, remember my webcam isn't pulling my voice. My PlayStation is, right?
Yeah.
So if I say hi and you hear hi and then you see my mouth do this, you know what I'm saying? That looks weird, right? You want to hear me and see my mouth move at the same time. You don't want to hear ah, right? You want to go ah. You want to see it all at once, not ha 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 ha. And then 10 seconds later, you know that's goofy, right? We want these to be timed up the same. So we know that we counted earlier, right? It's about an 8-second delay pulled into the stream, right? But since this is plugged straight into the computer, this happens the second I move it, picks it up. So what I'm telling the camera is I want it to delay. That's why you're not seeing us the same. See, we're not doing the same thing right now. That's because I already told the camera I want it to delay what it sees to the same timing as this being pulled in. Does that make sense? Okay. So the way I can manipulate it to make sure it happens right on time is this. Watch the screen. The light on us that changes on screen should happen the same time. Tell me what happens first. No, watch. Does the light on us change first, or does it change on the camera on PlayStation first? Did you see that? You saw how we went first? Yes or no? Was it by a second or so? Watch it again. You're gonna see us get bright before the screen turns. It's about a half second. You saw that? So watch this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here. Video capture device. That's what that camera is.
Yeah.
That's what this is. We're gonna right click, go to filters, and then this right here. See where it says delay milliseconds? Right now it's being delayed 7.98 milliseconds. So if I happen and it changes on camera before it happens here, that means we're not delayed enough. If it happens on the PlayStation and then us after the fact, that means we're delayed too long. So in this scenario, the light changed on us and then it changed on the PlayStation. So since we were captured first, that means we're not delayed enough. So right now it's delayed 7.4 milliseconds. So we're gonna change this to about, I think, 7.9 milliseconds. Okay, and that's about a half a second more. Now watch. See how we're frozen? Now it's re-delayed. Now watch, it should be at the same time. Ooh, that was pretty close. A little closer, so let's watch it one more time. I gotta watch. That's pretty close. So the final test is
There's
this.
probably like not even half a second.
No, not even. So watch. What I do is this. I then bounce the screen back and forth, and this is when you should really see it match. It'll look like police sirens if it's wrong. It's pretty good. Do you get what I mean by sirens? It'll look like police sirens if it's wrong, because it'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
What the heck happened?
It's actually happening on us right before. Still, we needed to be delayed a little more. I know we just got kicked to the home screen as well. See, we're back. We need to be delayed a little more. Actually, watch. 8012. Oops. 8011. Alright, this should be perfect actually though. So once it queues up. See, it's perfect. That's perfect. Yep, I know. That's why it's perfect. Watch. It's going to get dark here the same time it gets dark on screen. Watch. See how we got darker in that exact same moment. So now we know we're on time. And we have this screen and we have our video camera screen pulled into all of our cues so that no matter what, when we switch, it's not delayed. We're here, you're there, here. That's still there, that's still there. And then just on this screen is when we dump it in case something stupid happens. We hardly ever have to do that. It's only happened once. So watch, boom. Once you have everything set up and everything's timed up, the only thing you gotta do is click go live and then just remember what your hotkeys are. That's all. When you're actually streaming and playing the game, that's not as hard as you think it is, because you do all the work before that, getting it set up. Makes sense?
Yeah.
You don't do all that stuff while you're playing. While you want to just play your game. Like Tfue and Ninja, they don't sit there and edit stuff while they're playing their game. It just looks effortless, and it looks simple for them because since they play on mouse and keyboard, their hotkeys for switching their screens are on their things. It looks. You'll have to see me on camera move my hand off my controller to make a switch on scene, right? But that's normal. But for them, you can't tell a difference because they're already using their keyboard. Does that make sense? So, once you're ready to play, what are these called?
Like the pictures.
And they're called what word?
The
Starts with an S.
scene.
Scenes, right. Yeah, once you have your scenes ready, what I like to do is I go to my main title screen. I know there's music playing in the background from the game, and I go live from this screen. And then what I do after 3 or 4 minutes, I go to my social media page, and then when I'm in lobby, like right now, I like to use this screen so that it's more of a personal, me and you talking. And then when the game's loading up, maybe go back to this screen, and then when I'm getting ready to drop out of the bus, I'm in my main screen, where it's the main gameplay and I'm just my little face cam. Once the game's over and we're going back to the lobby, I try to come back to this screen if I can remember. Then when we're loading back up, reference back to then, time to pick our players again and play another round. Alright, I'm dead, back to the lobby, try to come back to this screen, right? Because you want them to see that. That's the interaction that you're giving to them, is scene cuts and this transition and like, oh, that big goofy face play, that was funny. Oh, okay, cool. It's like, oh, that title screen looks cool, and all right, we're back to the lobby. It's like a show. You're putting on a show when you do this. So if you look here, all I've done is click all 4 buttons. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so what we can do for you is this is all of my scenes are saved under my show called Livestream. And what we can do is we can make a new one that we select, and once we select it, boom, it changes and we'll have all of your pre-made scenes loaded into it. Okay, with your little logo and your face cams, placements, however you want it, so that you just click go live and start just doing that. Okay, did you get the little gist of the beginning though? So we're gonna go back to my live stream. It's gotta reload the camera in. I might even have to do the retiming. Let's test it. show you about OBS a little bit. 1 second. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. Boom. Love when that happens. Sometimes it just loads it in perfect timing for you. Alright, cool. This is your sound mixer board over here, okay? Desktop device, audio device 1 is this right here. All that. If I turn this down, no one can hear me. No one can hear anything if I do that. So you always want to make sure you can see your sound waves. If people type in your chat, hey, I can't hear anything, look to your sound mixer, see if you've got levels or not. If you don't see any levels, that means for whatever reason your audio is not being pulled in. And you always need to have what? Visuals and sound. Exactly. Okay, so these are my right? And these are my different things that go into the scene, right? Which is as simple as just kind of placing it and layering it in a fashion that looks cool and works, right? You don't just want to put things wherever that are uneven because it just doesn't look right. What are you doing? You know, this is art, you know? Just like Mommy's really good at, you know, drawing and painting and doing art, for me this is another form of art. You're taking pieces and colors and pictures and videos and you're putting it in an arranged way that you think looks cool and you're showing it to people. That's art in itself. When you spend hours on end on a video, cutting it and editing it and putting in sound effects and cool funny effects and doing this and that and your intro and outro, and you then render it for 2 hours and make a video and then and post it, that's art. That's something you made. Huh?
It was like,
Yeah. Yeah, like adding those little clips, like taking the time to put those in the right spots and, you know, picking the right joke for the right reason and, you know, the right meme for the right situation. It's all up to the person making it, you know? If you actually want to learn that stuff, I don't have any problem teaching you. So these are your scenes. These are the pieces of
pictures and stuff.
yeah, these are the parts that make your picture, and this is the sound of your picture, exactly. And it's just as simple as just rearranging it and putting it where you want it, and then when you click this go live button, boom. Its title is just the title, so it says new channel, gift card giveaway, first 100 followers. I have it under the gaming category of Apex because I'm streaming Apex. If I was streaming Fortnite, I type in Fortnite and play Fortnite. I'm going to click the use optimize encoder settings for Apex Legends, and what that does, that just helps the computer stream it smoothly to Twitch. And then when I click confirm and go live, if I was to click this button right now, it would start streaming to my Twitch channel that I have linked to this OBS. Does that make sense? My OBS and my Twitch are linked together so that when I click go live, Twitch knows to use this program to show what I want them to see. Okay, but I won't do that right now. I'll cancel that. Okay, so there's my title. There's this and that. So when I feel like you've gotten this, what I'll probably do the first time is maybe we can stream together where I'll play and you can control my switchboard for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, scene 2, give me scene 2. Hey, or you can start doing it yourself. You know, whenever you think it'd be a good idea to switch something, you can switch it for me. You know what I'm saying? You can be my editor, and then we'll make videos together, and then we'll switch where you're playing, and I'll control, and then eventually you'll just do the whole thing by yourself. So like if I'm playing and I just gave you the controls, you know, you could even sit over here off screen, or you could sit here on screen, but you can control it for me. You don't, not the arrows. Remember the scenes. Scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5, scene 6. And they're hotkeys made, so all you gotta do is hit the key. Scene 1 is the main scene. That's our gameplay scene. Go to it. Okay. Scene 2 is lobby screen. Scene 3 is face cam. Scene 4 is my socials page. Scene 5 is the main title. And scene 6 is the dump it. usually spend all my time between scenes 1 through 3. That's usually where I stay at. 'Cause every once in a while, like if we're in lobby and I want to get up and go to
At
the
the end of the video.
yeah, at the end of the video, I always go back to 4.
For like 2 minutes.
Yep. Or like if the game's loading up and there's nothing going on, maybe I'll switch to it real quick for a few seconds, then switch back to my regular screen. But what we'll do is we'll have you help me the first few times. I'm gonna have you help do this part, and then we'll switch, and you'll be in front of the camera, and then I'll have you take it all over. Okay? And then in the meantime, we'll make videos together. We'll get you a laptop, and then I don't know, in 2 or 3 years, you'll probably be making your own channel, make your own videos. Maybe even less. I'm talking about like a good consistent channel. You have a lot to learn. You know, Photoshop. You never stop learning this stuff. When it comes to this, you never stop learning. Somebody always adds in a new feature, or puts in a new program, or puts in a cool new effect, or you have a different idea, or you have a new idea and you got to figure out a way to make it work in your video. You know, that's because, like I said, there's no way to do something. There's no set way to make it. If you want to make a YouTube video where your face cam's here, your intro looks like this, you played this game for this long, and that's up to you. You know, you don't have to make. You know, I don't make videos like these out walking or whatever. I make them 5 minutes. You know, like those other videos, the intro with that marshmallow intro. I thought that song was cool. I thought that was cool. That's what I made 5 minutes to, right?
Yeah, it just doesn't
That's the most important part I want you to make sure you do is when you do this stuff, I want you to creatively come up with an idea. Don't just look at somebody else's idea and say, ooh, I'm going to copy that. There's something wrong with being inspired by an idea. If you see an idea you think is cool, just make sure you put your own twist on it. Make sure it looks like your thing.
Like you can put like stickers in that spot because it shows more of something that you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know, say whatever you see fit. But why don't you get your snack and play for a little bit? You got bed in like an hour and a half. What time is you going to bed, babe? You got bed in an hour and a half. Why don't you get it? I know, that's what I'm saying. I'll just finish talking to him. But I'll finish learning hit film while you're gone the next 2 days, and then when you're back Wednesday, I'll have you help start making a video. Okay? Huh? I'll play for you.